And we are live. Today is June 30th, 2014. This is Alan Gregory, Director of B2B Power Alliance with Maddie Brown, CPA and bookkeeper with Wholesale Accounting. How are you, Maddie?
I am great.
We're so glad to have you aboard. We've been looking for a really good CPA for quite some time, and you fit the bill perfectly.
Well, I'm looking forward to participating.
And we're glad
to.
Absolutely. So we're going to kick it off with this question, which is the favorite question. How long have you been in business?
Well, I've been a CPA for 30 years. I purchased my own practice 4 years ago in 2010. So I have been self-employed for 4 years, but I've been involved with small businesses since 1981.
Wow. And can you tell me about the products and services that you offer?
We offer several different services. We offer a virtual CFO service, which enables us to provide ongoing support to entrepreneurs and small business owners on understanding and using their records to make business decisions. And we offer bookkeeping services, and we offer tax preparation services.
Okay. And the next question here is, what would you say is the #1 reason your clients choose to do business with you instead of your competition?
We focus on small business. That is where our attention is focused and our marketing is focused, and those are the people that we like to work with. We want to work with people that are making a difference in the world and that are excited about what they're doing and want to be more profitable and keep more money in their pockets, okay? And so that's different about us because we're not looking at high-end multi-million-dollar companies to focus on in our business. We're looking at small entrepreneurs that are getting started, that are learning to understand their business and run their businesses, and so we have a smaller focus than a lot of CPA firms. The other thing is I'm very involved in the coaching industry, and we have a lot of clients that are coaches or speakers or authors or in the personal development realm. And so that is an area of specialty for us.
Okay. So, and I guess you kind of answered it, but I do kind of want to ask it. How would you describe your target client, your ideal client, the absolute best people or person to be working with?
My ideal client is a business owner, small business owner that is very busy and very successful and working their tail off and don't have time to manage the books and manage the money, but they need someone to be on their team working with them and helping them to keep that under control so that they don't have to worry about it, and helping them to do some tax planning so that they don't get surprised by Uncle Sam when it comes time to file their tax return.
Absolutely. I could say that our members and clients of our members are definitely going to need your services. So the next thing is, and we're kind of shifting gears a little bit here, talking about marketing a little bit. What sort of systems do you currently have in place for generating a consistent and predictable flow of new clients to your business?
I do a lot of live events and sponsorships and a lot of networking. I'm also active on social media, and I have a weekly newsletter that goes out to my people. I am using Infusionsoft for that newsletter. The live events and the networking are probably the biggest source of new leads that I have in my target market area.
Now, you also mentioned sponsorships. Could you explain that a little bit more?
The sponsorship is at a live event. They will have people who come in and support the event and support the host of the event so that you are there talking to the people that are attending the live event and gathering leads from the attendees at that event and supporting the sponsor either by being a breakout speaker or by providing other services to the people at the event.
Okay. So how many clients would you say you get in an average month through referrals?
I would say probably 2 or 3 at this point.
Okay. And how do you think increase that number?
Well, say that again.
How do you think you can increase that number? Do you have any specific ideas?
Well, I'm becoming fairly well known in the coaching industry, and I am getting more and more referrals through that avenue because of the sponsorships that I've been doing and the existing clients that I am developing. So I am getting more referrals through that avenue.
Mm-hmm.
We also have a geographically based business in Northwest Iowa, so we get some referrals specifically from Northwest Iowa too.
Okay. So what's the one thing you like most about your business?
I love helping people overcome their fear and confidence issues when it comes to understanding their money and actually looking at it and using it as a tool to make better business decisions. Because that's really what your financial records are for. Your
Right.
financial records are to enable you to understand your business so that you can decide how to do business next week. And you need that information on a timely, consistent basis so that you really can make decisions that are profitable and make more money for you.
So what's the number one thing you would like to improve in your business over the next 60 to 90 days?
What would I like to improve in my business?
Mm-hmm.
I'm always working on marketing and expanding and improving my marketing skills and my sales skills.
Okay.
We are, I think probably the one thing that I need the most area of improvement is in management of leads and follow-up. And that system could use some improvement at this point.
Okay. Well, I do want to assure you that we've got somebody who can certainly help you with that. And I don't want to mention names exactly on the Hangout at this moment, but we've got somebody who can help you with that. As a matter of fact, when we get off this call, I'm going to contact him and see how you two can work together.
That would be great.
Okay. And the next thing is, tell us why you're excited to be a part of the Alliance.
Well, I'm excited to be part of the Alliance because I live in a very remote, rural area, and networking groups like BNI and things that are available in larger communities are not available to me readily. And so this seems to me to be a very effective way to develop connections and business networking that will help me to grow my business.
Well, and if you think about it, what we're doing is taking like all the offline networking stuff and we're bringing it online so that we can leverage it, because that's the whole purpose of the internet in general. So that's really what we're doing here. So I think you're really going to be happy with what we do going forward.
Great.
So what value do you believe you'll be able to contribute to the Alliance and your fellow members?
Well, I take a very holistic view of business, and I help people to understand how their business and their finances and their whole life kind of fit together in a package. And when people work with me, they get a perspective on their math, on their numbers, that they don't get from other business people. Most CPAs don't understand the internet world. They don't understand internet marketing. They don't understand coaching. They don't understand that they're familiar with brick and mortar style business. If you're a contractor, if you're a manufacturer, they're familiar with you. I have been in this world and working in this world, so I understand the nature of the business. And so when I talk to people, I can provide a perspective that other CPAs can't provide.
That's the competitive advantage. So, and I like to have this question for last because, you know, you could ask it first, but it's probably the most in-depth question. And you talked about it a little bit, but I do kind of want to ask you a little bit more to go in depth about it. Can you tell us a little bit about how you got started? You can go back as far as you'd like to go. You can even go back to high school if you want.
Well, how far back do I go? Let's see. I passed the CPA exam in 1981, and I worked in public accounting the first time for 12 years. And then I didn't like the business structure of the public accounting firms that I was working in, and I felt like there was a way to do it better. And so I started out a long time ago saying I wanted to have my own CPA firm, and I wanted to do it the way I thought was going to be the most useful to business owners. And I kind of got lost there in the middle, and I went to work for the Iowa Department of Revenue, and I was there for almost 20 years. And during that time period, I did training and education. I taught people how to be in compliance with tax law, what their filing requirements were, what their responsibilities were. And I worked with businesses, literally thousands of businesses and speeches over the course of the time that I was there. And I spent the whole time I was there saying, when I retire, I'm going to open my own small business CPA firm, and I'm going to do it the way I want to do it. And it took me 30 years to actually get to the point where I took the leap and I left that state job. And so I am literally doing what I have dreamed of doing since 1981, finally, in my life. Okay? This is what I wanted to do. This is what I intended to do. And I finally stepped off the cliff into entrepreneurship and did it. And I've been working on growing. I purchased a small practice in a small northwest Iowa town. We have more than doubled the size of that practice in the last 3.5 years. And I look to double it again in the next 3 to 5 years.
Great.
So that's I'm exactly where I want to be, doing what I want to do, and I can honestly say that I love what I do, and it makes a difference in people's lives.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So I do want to thank you for spending time with us today. There is this one last question. How can we find out more about you and what you do? Feel free to give us your website, LinkedIn, whatever you have.
The best thing to do is to go to MaddieBrown.com, and that's MADDIE Brown, BROWN.com. And there's information there, and there are links there to get in touch with me and contact me to set up sessions to have conversations about how working with me looks and what your next steps might be to get a little bit of control and take some of the chaos and fear out of managing your money.
Perfect. So Maddie, thank you for spending time with us today, and I look forward to speaking with you soon.
Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.